Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Kevin Holcomb. I've been in the mortgage industry now for over 8 years. I've helped hundreds if not thousands of people purchase homes. And today we're going to talk about a popular topic that has been on my channel, and we're going to talk more about credit. Diversifying of different credit lines, what they mean, how they help you. So here we go. So I've done a few different videos on credit and how it helps you with buying a home, or how to work with it, or how to make it work for you, how it can help you. So in today's video, we're going to talk about different types of credit lines. A lot of people don't really understand that credit is always going to be read a little differently depending on what type of account it is. So when you have different debts out there, whether you bought a car, you own a home, you buy recreational vehicle like an RV or something, these things all get read on your credit a little differently. So I wanted to kind of go over just a few of those things. So when it comes to what things affect your score the most in terms of up and down, or quickness, or how the credit bureaus will read your credit, is going to be revolving accounts. Okay, now a revolving account is essentially like a regular credit card. With regular credit cards, they have the most variability in what you do with it. You choose how much is on your account, how much you charge to it. You choose if you're paying it on time, you choose if you're paying it off, or if you're running it up. They're variable, and they're more variable than most other accounts. And so when you have 2 or 3 credit cards, the credit bureaus are actually going to give you really good, they're going to read those, and you're going to get most of your score is going to come from those. So when one is trying to build one's credit, you have to use these revolving accounts. If you're able to get a car, even if someone has to co-sign with you and you have a car, so you're like, I have credit, I have a vehicle that I'm paying off on my credit, it should be giving me something. It will give you something, but that type of account usually starts off really big, and then it slowly gets paid down over time. You can't charge anything to it. It has a fixed payment. The payment stays the same until the dang thing is paid off. There isn't really any variability, and then it just gets paid off. So the fact that you have a car account on your credit helps when you go to buy another car. I experienced that because I never financed a car until my last vehicle I purchased. And I said, yeah, I've owned tons of, several cars, but I always paid cash because they're always older used cars. And they said, well, you don't have any history of it on your credit of it being financed. So I was kind of like a new car buyer, and that affected the rates and stuff like that. So it can help you in that way. But when it comes to buying a house and how that works, it's a little different. Now, you do have other types of revolving debts that are a little different, and that's something like American Express. Sometimes they have accounts that are called open accounts or open 30 accounts. And so that's usually an account that someone that has like a business might use, where whatever they charge to the card, they have to pay it off every month. Those will give you some, but a general credit card is going to give you the most bang for your buck. So just so that you have an idea of what kind of stuff can be on your credit report and what actually helps you the most when you're trying to build your credit, it's going to be those revolving accounts, and their variability is actually what helps. I've talked about this in previous videos also, is whatever your maximum limit is, depending on what your balance is, it's going to read differently. So if your limit is $1,000 and you have a $500 balance, you're at 50% utilization, you're going to get a certain score based on that. If you pay it down to 30% of its max, so you're at $300, it's going to give you a better score. If you pay it down to $100, now it's at 10% of its total max, it's going to give you even a better score. So that's essentially how credit utilization works, and the different accounts. So paying off a car, or paying off like an RV or a motorcycle or something like that, may not really help your scores go up all that much. I've had lots of people pay off a lot of debt and they say, oh, my score should be great now, and their scores actually go down. Or, and I've seen that, because what happens with those type of accounts, the accounts usually close. Once it's closed, you're not getting any history on it anymore. It's in your history, but it's not currently being read for you. An account that's open and active is what your scores are being based on. So just some little tips there about the different types of accounts you can have on credit. So I've helped a lot of people when trying to buy a home get established credit if they don't really have credit, or fix some of the stuff that they have, because it's usually minor stuff. It's usually paying down a few balances, getting them under 30% of their max. It could be you have old collections. You want to get those settled and deleted, not just settled, not just paid off, because paid off, they still stay there, and they're still there for 7 years. You want to get deletion letters so you can get them deleted off. That helps a lot. And then just paying your stuff on time. Don't go 30 days late on anything, because if you have really good credit, it tanks it hard. If you have marginal credit, it's going to hurt. If you already have poor credit, it's just another thing you got to deal with. So anyway, if any of you like this content and you would like to hear more, or if you have any questions about credit or anything revolving around purchasing a home, income, assets, property types, whatever that is, feel free to peruse around the library. Subscribe to the channel for more. And yeah, catch you guys next time. Peace.